everyone, it's Presley actually Games. I'm here, and welcome to day 6? I don't know, I've lost all track. Day something of CSEdweek. Yeah, day 5 of CSEdweek. I have one streak of dry hair, that looks very strange. Look like the Game Grumps person. But yeah, we're going to be doing Scratch, which, as you know, I've been doing for a really long time. I actually did remake on Scratch. So if you guys want to watch my animations, I am now at Galaxy_Dust. Because I don't like the username of the Wolf God anymore. I used it like for a really long time ago. Like that's where all my really old stuff is. So new stuff on Scratch is at Galaxy_Dust. PSA. If I do make more, I will make more Scratch stuff. But if I ever share something, I don't ever share anything because I have a really bad habit of starting something and never finishing it. Okay. So we're going to be doing Make It Fly. Last year we did Animate Your Name. There'll be a link in the doobly-doo to where you can check that one out. And this year we're going to be doing Make It Fly because this involves a little bit of animation and that's fun. So it starts off with this little video. With a video that I am not going to watch on camera because I don't know if it's going to record. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do a flying thing. I'm going to do it a little more complicated than I should because I want to animate today. So create your thing or draw my own character. Obviously I'm going to draw my own character. So I'm going to show you how I make I just dropped my tablet pen. How I draw on Scratch. Because I don't, I'm gonna draw a dragon. No, unicorn. No, a dragon. A dragon. That's what I decided. So how to draw a dragon on Scratch. You do this. You do a sketch. Yeah. This is how I draw horns. Like that. It's like a cat ear. And this is how I draw frills. Like in the wings. Like that. Wow. Dragon. And there's going to be a lot of me resizing stuff, because I draw stuff like either way too big or way too small to fit on the canvas. Yeah, my sketches are really messy on Scratch. Like, they're not normally this messy. It's just like, I don't know what about Scratch makes my sketches really messy. But it just does. And I'm not drawing the wings on this sprite, because animating the wings on this sprite would be a huge pain. So here's a quick dragon sketch. Now for the part that takes 8 years, and that's doing the line art and the coloring. But it shouldn't take that long because I've gotten better at drawing. In fact, here is a drawing that I did recently. Not on Scratch, it was on a different art program. It was on Paint Tool Sci, but I've gotten better since I've last drawn on here, so. My drawing during the sketch. By the way, you're not, like, you don't have to draw something, I just prefer to, because I like art. Okay. Graphic design is my passion. Oh, we should probably delete sprite number 1. Why is sprite number 1 still here? Let's get rid of it. Hold on, my right click's not working on this, because I compute tablet issues. Okay, and then, whoops, don't fill in the lines. Fill in everything but the lines with the color that you sketched in. I sketched in red, so I'm going to fill in everything red. Like, this doesn't have to be everything, by the way. This just has to be something easy to click on, and then you fill it with the transparent color. And that's going to get rid of a lot of it. And then you figure out the spots where you need to put it again. Oh! No time for color liner yet. And like here, and the horn cutter. There you go, horn. Here again, here, and in the spine. See how much easier it is to paint bucket? This is gonna take a little bit, by the way. I keep saying by the way, but this is gonna take a little bit to fill in every little bit, and then fill it in again with transparency. And sometimes you're just gonna have to get the eraser and zoom in and use that. Like right here. Just see how to figure that out manually. And I am using bitmap mode. I use vector mode for some of my animations, bitmap mode for some of them. If you guys use Scratch, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, there's 2 different modes of drawing. And one of them is vector mode, which I consider the easiest to animate in. But the other one is bitmap mode, and that's creating art like this. They're named after the type of images that you're using to draw. Like this is a bitmap image, and the other one's a vector image. But I just know them as bitmap mode and vector mode, and I use both. And I animate I just consider vector mode easier to animate, but this is animated in bitmap mode because I already started. Yeah, so here's a really quick dragon that I drew. Dragons take a little while to draw. Yeah. So now I'm going to color it in. This is coloring tutorial. Paint bucket is your friend. You have to just also don't make dragons green every time. That just bugs me. The dragons are always drawn green, and it's why are dragons green? Why? Why are you doing this? Good. Good. And then darker shade. I prefer to use this color, like the really light pastel colors, because those have a very definitive shadow color. And a lot of the time I will do things like pick a color. I don't know why I'm not doing that now. I should probably do that. Stop being lazy. Do the thing. Okay, here we go. There we go. So pick a shading color. That can be off the palette. I would recommend doing it off the palette if you are doing this for like the first time. So now we need to decide. Well, actually no. Nah, we'll decide the color first. So, decide your highlight color. I want this light yellow. This is actually a dragon that I've drawn before. I think it's in here, my backpack. Nope, it's not my backpack, because I'm on a different account. But this is based off of a dragon that I've actually done before, so that's why. Not time for color. I don't know. Okay. So, yeah, this is the process of me creating my character. And then choose your highlight color, mine is yellow. Then choose a shade for your highlight color. This is a pretty good like shade. Okay. Pretty generous one. Because you want your shadows to be pretty big, pretty obvious in this style of shading that I do on Scratch. Because you want your shadows to stand out. You want everything to pop. This is turning into a drawing tutorial, by the way. It's not supposed to be one. This is a Scratch coding tutorial, but if I draw on it, I gotta talk about what I'm doing. Because I talk a lot while I'm drawing. So, yeah. Here's cool. Then do the same for the body. This one's much easier because you can draw a line and color in the other thing. This dragon does not have belly scales. It would if I had more time. And then here. By the way, I do not care about I don't really care about where I put my shadows. I just kind of put them somewhere, and it ends up looking okay. So that's my shading process. It's just draw some lines where there might be a shadow, and then right here you need a really hard shadow. Like right where the neck, the head. I'm sorry, I just keep bouncing up because I naturally like seeing out of it, and then like, hey, I'm here. I've got you. That sounded a little bit like Mercy, or not? Strange meme. Okay. So this is just the first part of shading most of the dragon. Why am I shading the dragon? Why am I shading? Okay, well, it's already been 13 minutes, and I've just been drawing this dragon the whole time. Hopefully the rest won't take that long, because I'm more experienced. And then lighten the shadow color, so it's still like a darker version of the main color, but it's not as dark as the shadow. And then just go around some of the harder shadows that you want to be softer, and soften them a little bit using this. The neck shadow has to be really hard, though. So I prefer to like soften the shadows around it to sort of stand out, make that one stand out specifically. Do it again one more time so that these shadows become a bit softer. This is cell shading. I believe that's what this method is called, is cell shading, if I'm correct. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Much better, okay. Yeah. And then lighting, which is my favorite part. I love drawing lighting. Because this will make it like finally pop a little bit more, and that's adding light to areas that. So basically draw it like it's a really shiny piece of plastic, like just add lighting there, and then do the same thing where you soften the lighting a little bit. And I do really like having pretty hard lighting, but soft lighting is very nice and gives it a more painterly style. So that's what I like to do a lot of the time, is kind of mix both. So yeah, and I use like a little bit of a cross-hatching style for my light. Bam! Here's a dragon without any wings, because I'm drawing the wings on a separate layer. So here's the dragon that will be flying. Oh wait, I forgot to color in his eye and eyebrow. Let's do that really quickly. So, there we go, much better. Now we're gonna make it small, so that it flies like naturally, like it looks like something that's flying. Now we're gonna draw some wings on this sprite, and the wings are gonna be animated, so this is gonna take a little bit longer, but I know how to draw a wing. So this requires no sketching. This is just flat out a drawing of a wing. So yeah, you can see how I draw wings also. This is turning into a dragon drawing tutorial. I didn't mean for this to happen, but I'm sure some of you guys like that, so I'm good. I'm doing a good job, aren't I? Shadows. Shadows until light was my favorite font on Google Docs for a really long time. It's not my favorite font anymore. It was. I wish there was a smudge tool. There's not. So my shading style ends up being a lot like this. Okay, this is just how I'm drawing the wing, because I don't have any time. I'll run this zigzag a little bit too. Okay, much better. That's a better wing. And then, how to animate. Duplicate, move it a little bit, change. Like, this is how I animate a wing flapping. I mostly use the move tool to sort of change the shape and size of things to give the illusion that they're moving. Instead of like actually drawing it frame by frame, because that's kind of hard, and then changing the shadows a little bit so that it is like, hey look, this is a different thing. It's moving, the object is in motion, and then once you've got like that, and then make sure to make it like a little bit 3D, draw other sides of it so it doesn't look like just a flat sheet of paper that's moving around. And then duplicate them all again. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. And considering, oops, I forgot to do that, one of the most important parts, which is rotating the wing a little bit, so that it doesn't rotate and then flap a little bit, and then rotate, and then flap a little bit, and then rotate and flap a little bit. So let's undo all that, so that we don't have, so that they're all rotated, and we don't have them. Whoops. So we did lose one a little bit, but that's okay. And then we rotate them just a little bit pretty faster. So this one, let's rotate it like that. Up like this a little bit. And then up like this. Oops. Okay, not to the right. This one has to rotate a lot. For it to look like it should. Then duplicate, boop, duplicate, boop. Then for the scripting part of animation, when green flag clicked, forever. Wait, this can depend on how you want it to go, but 0.5 seconds. Next costume. Boom. Whoops, not 0.5. Sorry. Don't wait 0.5 seconds, wait 0.1 seconds. Yeah, that's just a really simple main animation stuff again. Let me do this. Yeah, that's a really simple dragon. And then I'm gonna there it goes! That's not what I meant to do. Let's fix that. So go here. Use 10 steps. Move 10 steps. Duplicate this, and then move. This is gonna give it a little bit more of a motion effect because things do change a little bit, so move 10 steps and minus 10 steps. That's a little bit glitchy. We're going to do this somewhere else. We're going to do this in a different loop. Wait 1 second. Instead. Okay, well, let's glide. 10 seconds. To here. I don't know. Glide 1 second. To here. And glide back here. Let's see what this looks like. There, okay. 22 minutes of just coding a dragon flying. We haven't even gotten to the part that we're supposed to. I'm sorry, my friend's waiting on me. I feel really bad for her. Glide 10 seconds. So, let's say like here. There we go, so that's Midnight Dragon. I did that part. Now to do the rest of the parts real fast, because it's already been 22 minutes. Prepare to fly. Build a script to tell your characters to say something. We're not going to have her say something, she's just going to fly. So we're going to, I'm not going to draw the building and trees, because if we do that, it's going to take like a really long time. We have to find the building and trees. Okay, here's buildings. So I'm going to put the buildings like over here, and we're going to send two back. So we're going to then, looks. This is just something that I'm going to do, and that is, go back like 8,000 layers. This is just what I put on all of my sprites that I want to put back. I just use that block, and then it goes behind everything. Ta-da, okay. Why is she flying through a city? She is. Just don't ask me. I don't know. Artistic liberty. This is like Zootopia, probably. Trees. Yeah, this is a cute tree. I like this tree. This is a nice style. Nice tree art style. No, not this speck. That should not be here. Did get that there. Put that back. Duplicate this. Send it back. Okay, so here's my scenery. Adjust the size of the sprite. That's good. That shows depth. This one's going to be smaller than the other one. Show depth in your scene making by having varying sizes of buildings and such. Go back 1,000 layers. There we go. So that's my cityscape, I suppose. Next, make it move. When green flag clicked, forever set x to 250, change x by -5. So this is what we're going. The script that we're going to put on all of these things that we put in the back is for when green flag clicked. Forever. Oh, this is so fun. I've done this. I love it. Set x to. Oh, set x. Okay, this is what we mean. Set x to. For buildings, for this one, we're gonna have it be 250. And then repeat 100, 100, change x by -5. So this isn't in some of the harder coding, but see, what it does is it does this. So that the building glides along behind her. Which is really cool. I like that. Next. With more than one costume, we can switch between looks. Yeah, so we can make the buildings have different costumes, which is cool. We'll have another building. Oh yeah, so it has different buildings. Like lots of different buildings here. So, next costume. So now she's flying through a bigger city. And I'm just going to pop this on all of these other sprites really quickly, except we're going to change this x value. We're going to change the x value on like buildings 2 to be just like a, right where buildings 2 is, which is 14. So watch. Now, oh, whoops, let's not do that. Why is that there? Yeah. What's happening? There we go. I don't know I don't know why the trees are moving all according to the one thing. Let's fix that. No, stop. Trees, we want you to be in specific places. We want the trees to be in very nice specific. We want everything to be ordered nicely. There we go. Okay, so this is -183. Where this one is, and this trees 2 is 145. What costumes do we have for these trees? Just trees A. Trees B. Okay. Well, we don't have that many tree costumes, I suppose. They need to not do this 100 times. Let's just bump this number up a bunch, so that it goes off screen before it comes back. We need this one did not do it, so we need it to be 1,000. This one didn't do it, but it just barely took, so we're gonna make it like 120. And this one didn't do it whatsoever, so we're gonna make it 1,000. So that it looks like she's flying past the cityscape. Does that make sense? You've messed it up. The 1,000 ones don't go whatsoever, so I'm just going to change these back. I want to change these values a little bit so that they don't all, well, we'll make them all 100 because that's the way that they are, so that she flies past the cityscape over and over again. There we go. See, everything's now moving in unison. She needs to be in front of it. Dragon needs to be in front of it. Now we can paint the sky, if we wanted to. So we can just use a simple sky like this. And change the color. Or we can just use a general sky background. Outdoors, flying. No, we'll just use this sky, and you can use the up arrow and down arrow to make her do things, and you can add different things flying through the sky. Mine is doing it really weirdly. Let's check that. 100. Let's just repeat it 50 times then. Like this one is, so it goes faster. This one doesn't. Okay, so this is how. Aha! I figured out my mistake. Okay, so what we need to do is this: we need to set its thing, and then repeat it like 50 times, and then set it to 250 so that it flies back naturally. There we go. Whoa! Hold on, I'm having scripting issues. 250. Okay, I figured out my scripting issue. See? I'm smart. I did it. So now I just need to get rid of the script on all of this. And also change the background color because I don't like the background color. It blends in with that tree. And then you can customize it all you want after that, which is really nice. So let's use a nice, lovely purple sky. It is a little bit purpley, but it's also a bit bluey. And then draw a few circles. This is in vector mode now. And then we'll just add a plane. Yeah, an airplane. Which just has the same sprite, see? Watch it go. It doesn't go fast enough, but it works. So we're 9100 this one. Yay me, I did it. I fixed my scripting problem. Let's get that running. Okay. I literally spent most of the time drawing a dragon, but yeah, so we're gonna put this on all the other buildings and decide where we want them to be. So we want this building to be, let's say, right here. And that's 100 minus 120. So then, no. This one's gonna be like 50 so that they move at different rates. Ooh, this project gets like really complicated really quickly, but it doesn't go enough, so I'm just gonna do it 100. It's gonna go 200. So and you can also change the rate at which the buildings move. There we go. So see, scripting, fun times. Now this building actually has a position. This is at 72. So this one's at 72. We'll have this one repeat 230. Whoops, other way around. That's probably why it's being weird. There you go. And then this one is, say, I don't know, something's in 150. And they all started together, that's fun. Then they sort of all go out in their different orders. And I can make this one go a little bit faster, I suppose. Which gives the illusion that that's further away. So the smaller ones I want to move faster, which is, I think this one is smaller. So we're going to make it move a little bit faster than normal. There we go. So that's a cityscape. There's still a plane in the sky. We should probably get rid of it. Yeah. So that was a super simple Make It Fly project. I'm sure a lot of you guys could give in more time, given like an actual hour of code instead of 36 minutes of code. Could make a really, really interesting one. You can make it interactive. You can do so much. I absolutely love Scratch. I'd love to know you guys' Scratch usernames if you use it, because I loved it. I got started coding with it, and I've just been using it for so long. And yeah, I'm really excited to kind of be doing a little bit more in that space. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!